Good afternoon, guys. Today's discussion A deals with soulful aging. Now, the title is Soulful Aging 7 Key Reasons Spiritual Wellness is Vital for Boomers. Okay, so I'm going to go through the presentation I made for you for now for A. So please join me for today's presentation A. Here we go. What the page is and what the headline means. The open tab is a short video feature titled Soulful Aging, 7 Key Reasons Spiritual Wellness is Vital for Boomers. That invites baby boomers to consider how nurturing the spirit supports overall well-being. The page frames the piece as an exploration of 7 specific benefits or motivations for prioritizing spiritual wellness in later life. Why the page focuses on spiritual wellness for boomers. Summary of surrounding content. The item presented in a lifestyle watch format aimed at general readers and viewers, signaling a concise, accessible overview rather than a technical paper. The page description emphasizes meaning, connection, and emotional well-being as central themes. Typical framing for spiritual wellness coverage aimed at older adults. The 7 likely reasons the video highlights, synthesized from the page content and reputable sources. Below are 7 commonly cited benefits that match the page's promise. Each reason is paired with a short explanation, a supporting source. Purpose and meaning. Spiritual practices help many older adults find or reaffirm life purpose after retirement or loss, which supports mental resilience. Emotional comfort during transitions. Faith, ritual, or computative practices can reduce anxiety and grief during major life changes common later in life. Stronger social connections. Religious congregations and spiritual groups provide social networks that combat isolation and loneliness. Improve coping and resilience. Spiritual beliefs and rituals often give frameworks for coping with illness, loss, and uncertainty, improving psychological coping, better emotional regulation, and reduce stress. Practices such as prayer, meditation, or mindfulness can lower stress and support emotional stability. Enhanced sense of, of continuity and identity. Spiritual life can preserve a coherent sense of self across decades, helping boomers integrate past roles with present realities. Support for whole person care in later life. Many senior care providers and communities recognize spiritual care as part of holistic wellness, linking spiritual support to better overall quality of life. How how the page's format shapes the message. Because the content is a short video about 2.5 minutes. The piece likely highlights each reason. Briefly with illustrative examples or expert sound bites rather than deep academic evidence. The surrounding site layout, news, lifestyle feed suggests the goal is to inform and encourage reflection, not to prescribe clinical interventions. Quick takeaway. The headline promises a concise, viewer friendly case that spiritual wellness matters for baby boomers because it supports meaning, emotional health, and social connection. Coping with stress. Coping, stress reduction, identity, continuity, and whole person centered or whole person care. Points consistent with gerontology or gerontology and senior care guidance. What the page is and what the headline means. The page is a Benedictine living blog post titled The Quiet Power of Spiritual Health, Why It Matters for Older Adults, that argues spiritual health is a core component of whole person care for seniors. It treats spiritual health broadly, not limited to organized religion, and positions spiritual care as equally important to physical and mental care. Core claims. The page makes 7 benefits Summarized: a sense of purpose, spiritual practice help restore meaning after retirement or role changes, reinforcing self-worth. Emotional resilience, faith, mindfulness, and ritual provide tools for coping with loss, illness, and uncertainty. Stronger social connections, service groups, and shared spiritual activities reduce isolation and build companionship. Improved physical health makers markers. The page cites research linking higher spirituality with lower blood pressure, less stress, and better immune response. Graceful reframing of aging. Spirituality helps older adults view later life as a meaningful stage for reflection and legacy. Practical coping frameworks, prayer, meditation, nature, and service are presented as accessible practices that support daily well being. Whole person centered care, integration. Benedictine emphasizes that spiritual care, mass, euchar- sacraments, all right, Eucharist services, blessings is part of their model for senior living. How the page frames evidence and audience. The post references a systematic review, Frontiers in Medicine 2022, reporting links between religiously, spiritually, and better mental health outcomes in older adults, using that study to support its claims. The site's Benedictine identify is explicit. Spiritual services are offered within a Catholic tradition but the language stresses inclusivity. Eucharistic services, meditation, nature, volunteering. So the guidance is aimed at a broad senior audience. Practical steps. The page recommends try short spiritual practices, prayer, meditation, journaling, or quiet com, quiet contemplation. Join community activities, attend services, meditation groups, or spiritual discussions to build social ties. Spend time in nature. Use outdoor time to cultivate awe, and gratitude. Engage in service. Volunteering is highlighted as a way to create meaning and fulfillment. Quick takeaway: spiritual health is presented as an essential practical pillar of healthy aging because it supports meaning, coping, social connection, and stress reduction. And a positive reframing of later life. Okay, guys, that's A for you. I will be back on with B shortly. Give me a bit, please, and I'll be back on with that for you. For now, Gator Wellness, take care, folks.